childrens. I hope today finds you ready to face the world and do some kindness for someone. You may be wondering who I am, and if you are, that's mighty fine. I am Sojourner Truth. I had a hard life being sold into slavery at the age of 9. My master wanted me because I grew to be tall and I worked like a man. That was his thinking. But I was also smart enough to escape from his grasp. That was the woman in me. Anyway, I ended up becoming a suffragist. That's someone who fights for a cause peacefully. Now, I may look peaceful, but I got fights in me, and I says what's on my mind, and that is, ain't no reason why no man is smarter than any woman. I let folks know this because I became a traveling preacher. Yup, I did. Women are just as good at that as men. Anyway, I met my famous abolitionist friends along the way who inspired me, and my preaching became all about equality. Free the slaves and treat all folks equal, including us women. I told women folk if they want any rights more than they's got, they should just take them and not just talk about them. One last mention before I got to go. One day I walked into a meeting where there was bunches of men talking about women's rights. I marched up on that stage and spoke my mind about it all. My speech is famous. It's called Ain't I a Woman? Here's all I has to say. Women folk should be treated the same as men folk, period. Now get on with your day.
Thank you, Sojourner. Hello to all of you. I know you learned a little bit about me yesterday, but let me take a moment to introduce myself to you personally. My name is Elizabeth Katie Stanton, but you can call me Miss Elizabeth. Believe it or not, there is a WW2, that's World War II battleship, named after me, the USS Elizabeth C. Canton. Yep, I must admit I was a tough woman back in the 1800s. As a young girl in New York, I spent a lot of time in my daddy's office. He was a lawyer, you see, and I was able to see the likes of many women and men come in to meet with him. It opened my eyes, I must say. Why, you might ask? It was because I saw how men and women were not treated equally, and I didn't like that at all. Truthfully, I was as good as any boy, and I felt I should have the same opportunities as a boy had. As I grew up, I met many women who felt the same, and one in particular came my best friend, Susan B. Anthony. We spent a lot of time together. In fact, I spoke out by creating a document modeled after the Declaration of Independence, and I called it the Declaration of Sentiments, and proclaimed all men and women are created equally and should be treated the same under the law. I even went to Congress and spoke out about women's rights. Although I did not live to see that first vote cast by a woman, I have to believe that it was my hard work that led to the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. Girls, I hope you value that, and always remember, you have a voice. Boys, I hope you also value that and realize women's voices should be heard. Now, sit back, and I'd like to introduce you to my dear friend Susan B. Anthony. Have it, we must. Use it, we will.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and good morning, children. I'm pleased to have you here today. My name is Susan B. Anthony, and I am a suffragist from the mid-1800s. I came from a family that believed that a woman should be raised for being more than just a mother or a wife. I am grateful my daddy believed in that. I was lucky to become friends with a wonderful woman, Elizabeth Katie Stanton. We believed in so many of the same things, especially equality for all, black, white, male, and female. I joined a group called the Women's Suffrage Movement and made speeches that Elizabeth wrote for me. Some days I would watch her 7 children while she wrote for me. She was a good friend. I encouraged women to rally or gather together and speak their minds about equality. I even encouraged them to do so in front of the White House. It was risky, but that did not matter to me. I was even arrested when I tried to vote in the presidential election of 1872. I spent my entire adult life fighting for women's rights. And even though women did not get to officially vote until 1920, I paved the way. In fact, I was the first woman to have my name and image appear on a U.S. coin, the dollar coin. My motto that you should all live by is failure is impossible. Fight respectfully for your beliefs, children, and never give up.